Good evening, Garden City. I'd like to call to order regular City Council meeting for Monday, September 8th, 2025 at 7 p.m. Our first order of business is our opening ceremony, which consists of the national anthem, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a moment of silence for those service members who've given their lives for our country. If you'd please rise. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Miller, if you take roll call, please.
Mayor Jacobs.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Dole.
Here.
Councilmember Hughes.
Here.
Councilmember Witt.
Here.
Councilmember King.
Here.
Councilmember Dole.
Here.
Councilmember Karafotis.
Here.
All right, you do have a quorum with all 7 members, Mayor.
Thank you. Item 4 is the approval of the agenda.
Mayor,
Councilmember Witt.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the Monday, September 8th, 2025 council meeting agenda as presented.
Support.
Report from Councilmember Hughes. Further comments from table? From public? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 7-0. We have no recognitions, no state or county officials, no presentations. We do have a few community events. Mr. Prosh from DDA, about the chili cook-off.
Good evening, Council and the Garden City residents. I'm up here to represent the Downtown Development Authority on a couple of our events that we're having coming up. Starting off with this September 20th Lucky Squirrel Craft and Vendor Show. We have 150 spaces available and they are all full. You can see it on the screen that the Lucky Squirrel. Also, we're doing a bag for residents if they would like to register their email. They can also receive one of these bags upon arrival to shop around the crafts and the vendors there. There's a very big, diverse group, yard sale items, crafts, candles, things of that nature. So that is on September 20th. It starts at 10 a.m. and it goes till 3 p.m. It's located in the northeast quadrant of Ford and Middlebelt. And as I said, that event goes from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. The next event we have is September 27th, Garden City, Downtown Garden City Chili Cook-Off Festival, sponsored by Buccelli Group. So we're having that event again this year. We also have some new items that are coming through on that event. We've added a pancake breakfast that is sponsored by All Phases Construction. This is a new event, new edition. It's in the morning from 9 a.m. till noon. It's a joint effort by Garden City Community Coalition, the Rotary, the Kiwanis, and the Lions Club. And the proceeds from this portion of the cook-off will go to help the pavilion construction at the Straight Farmhouse over on Merriman Road. So we're excited to add that as a new addition. We also are adding a cornhole tournament this year Actually, 2 different times. We're doing a morning version and then an evening version for cornhole. We're added some food trucks. The motorcycle show is being ran by Rick's Custom Cycle again this year. The Hot Rod Car Show being ran by Autos for Autism for us. We're also combining our event with the open houses for the Garden City Police Department, Fire Department, and DPW. They will have vehicles on scene. The DPW does a touch-a-truck. We also have a local tree trimming company that's bringing out their boom trucks and things that they trim trees that are local residents that have a Garden City-based business. We also have children's activities, including a rock climbing wall, a petting zoo, and also mini golf at the mini golf location right there on Ford Road. Still looking for chili teams. If you know anybody, any residents that want to participate and cook some chili, we're still taking those registrations. We're still looking for volunteers to help with the event, and we still have sponsorships available. So if you're looking to sponsor, you can also do that. You can find more information at gardencitymi.org, and again, that date is September 27th. They'll have events going from 9 a.m. all the way till 10 p.m. with some bands playing and so on and so forth. And that is all I have.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just here to remind everybody that I will be at the Lucky Squirrel, as always, for year 11, collecting boots for the less fortunate veterans. I know there's other shoe drives going on. I'm mainly looking for boots for the winter months for women and men. I have a couple of different donation people and places, and any monetary donations, like Mr. Witt just gave me, and I thank you, will go to Veterans Haven over in Wayne this year. So I look forward to seeing everybody, and the weather's supposed to be great because I'm already looking ahead. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Bailey. That's Kelly Bailey. Okay, item 9, we have no petitions or communications, no public hearings. Item 11 is the consent agenda.
Mayor,
Councilmember Witt.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the consent agenda items A 1 through 5, including 5A as presented.
Support. Support from Mayor Pro Tem Dold. Further comments from table? From the public? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 7-0. Action items. I will ask City Manager Mr. Gibbons for the MERS deferred compensation.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. The City of Garden City offers its employees a number of additional supplemental retirement savings programs. Those include Empower, Nationwide, and Mission Square. But we want to add MERS to this. It really all we are is a pass-through. We take their money through their paycheck and place it into a, for this is a 457, but very similar to a 401k type program. It's just allowing our employees to have more options. You know, different plan administrators have different fees associated, and we just want to make sure they have all the options they request to do what they want with their money. So we're requesting tonight the adoption, because we're the plan administrators. We do have to approve these relationships. MERS is who actually currently covers our defined benefit pension system for employees. This would just be adding a supplemental option for them to invest in, and we encourage all our employees to do so, to be smart with their money. So.
Thank you. Motion is in order. Councilmember Dold.
Motion to approve the addition of MERS 457 Deferred Compensation Investment Plan option for employees, effective October 1, 2025.
Support.
Support from Councilmember Karafotis. Further comments from table? From the public? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 7-0. Item 2 is our Radcliffe Center HVAC renovation project, and I'll call Ms. Erica Smith, our Parks and Rec Director.
All right, good evening, Mayor, Council. I'm here tonight to ask for an additional contingency on our HVAC project over at Radcliffe. Back in April, Council approved the contract to Quality Air. We had some contingency built in, but as we have gotten into the project and identified really important features, and I should note, you know, the original bid was probably the narrowest focus. We were really focused on the most essentials because we did not know the full package and how much it would be, and we were concerned about not going over our funded amount, our grant amount, essentially. So as we've kind of got in the memo, I outlined some items that have already been charged to the contingency, and the last set of the bulletin that we got from our contractor that really reviews all of the items we're asking for, the one bigger item is controls. Trying to regain control of our controls has been a really big item for us at Radcliffe. So they finally got back with the pricing, and we are a little short on the contingency. And there's a couple of outstanding things that we may be expecting. So tonight, we're looking for an additional $50,000 of contingency for the same contractor. We also, and to clarify, it is also included or covered by the HUD grant. So we have the funding source and would like to achieve all of the wants and essentials that staff, and DPS have identified.
Mayor?
Okay, thank you. Motion is in order. And then if anyone has a question.
Mayor,
I have a question.
Councilmember Hughes.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the additional $50,000 in project contingency funds to complete identified scope of work items for a Radcliffe Center HVAC renovation project.
Support. Support from Mayor Pro Tem Dold. Okay, comments or questions?
Mayor?
Councilmember Dold.
A couple things. So the first thing I noticed was the proposal dates August 5th with a 15-day guarantee. Are we still good with that?
On their proposal, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the way it fell, when they got it to me, was a real long delay between the meeting.
Okay.
Yeah.
And let's see what this thing is. From the Global Green Service Group. Quality air, anyways. Section 7, additional terms and conditions. There's an awful lot, really long list of items that are not included. Where are we with understanding if any of this is going to come into play, and if it does, what the costs involved are going to be?
And you're talking about the global green for the light call, the chiller and heater, that section? Is that what you're?
Yes.
Just so I know.
Yeah, so if you look at the second page under section 7, additional terms and conditions, they've just got a lot of stuff in here. Salvage of existing equipment, not included. Patching of different things are not included. Have we gone through that and we know what may or may not still need to be done out of that list?
Yeah, so this is a subcontractor of Quality Air, so they have their own set of exclusions. But in working with Quality Air, they're filling in all the other things, and they're advising us on anything that would be lacking or not covered. So I think we feel pretty good with what, their subcontractors are providing with their oversight and management of the full project.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
So a lot of this stuff that they're not covering, Quality Air,
Right.
it'll just fall under theirs.
That's right. Right.
Okay. So we've done $250,000 if tonight's approved of contingency money so far.
Well, we haven't actually expended that. That's what the bulletin would entail, their 100, our 100, and then the 20 that we have identified, or about 18 that we're short, right? And then we're asking for 30,000 more because there's some piping that's, we're working on identifying where those leaks are coming from in the ceilings. And then there's a little bit of contractor carpentry work at the end when they come into some of the rooms and address the units like that are in the walls or in different registers. So we want a little bit left for that because we're not quite sure of the cost.
Okay. So out of the 2.1 million, how much will be left? Do you have an approximate?
150,000 if this is approved tonight. And I thought I outlined that. Actually,
Oh, I'm sorry if you did, I missed it.
yeah, actually.
So about
I'm missing a page.
150,000 left of the grant money once?
Yeah, 150,000 is about what's left.
Okay.
Because there's some additional, if you remember, the environmental review, a little bit of the consultant of the engineering services are targeted for that right now.
Okay,
But yeah.
that's it.
Further comments?
Mayor,
Councilmember Karafotis.
so going back to the controls, we've had lots of discussions on that.
Yeah.
That includes the controls for each room so the doors don't have to stay open, correct?
Yes, there's many things we're trying to achieve with the controls, and I know there was a question that I got over the weekend, so I spent a lot of time today reviewing with the consultants. So controls is a very technical, large topic that you can spend upwards to $500,000 on, depending on what you want to do. We've been really clear that what we need is to regain control so that, in a rec center, there's a lot of different activities going on. Some rooms are not in use for a period of time. We have not been able to control them. A lot of the work that's being done, new controls are a part of that, but for the things that weren't being done, we wanted to have control of those. And so, I forget what your question was.
It includes the controls for each room so the
that,
doors don't have to stay open.
addressing, yes, having the rooms closed because it was all tied together and you couldn't isolate parts of the building. So that's definitely one of the big goals, removing what's the Johnson control. It's a proprietary control system, so we had to go through a specific contractor to make adjustments, very complex. So, and we'd have the boiler running, and we have AC units going, and then individuals had heaters all at once. So just inefficient. We still will have capacity and the capability to put programmable things in. So if a part of the building's not being used, we can reduce it or at a certain time of the day. There will be some controllers, as far as I understand, that aren't connected to the new stuff, but there will still be our ability to control them. So it's not going to be perfect, but it will give us the ability to work towards better efficiency and just the range of temperatures that, from an active workout room to a meeting room, the different temperatures people are comfortable in. So.
Okay. The other question is, does this include getting HVAC to the front part that didn't
Yes.
previously have it?
Actually, yes and no. They have some, we sort of troubleshot it already. I don't think it's outlined in this, but we're dealing with it
Okay.
already.
And then, I don't know if this is normal, but it says there's no completion date unless specified. Do we not tell contractors that this has to be done within a certain amount of time from the start date, or?
You mean in their contract, there's no date on it? I will
Right.
say, we're having rooftop units delivered in September. We've got 3 dates closed. They are moving. They want to wrap this up.
But I'm saying there's no date in here, so are we?
For them.
It says there's no completion date unless specified, specifically stated as follows, and there's no date. So I'm just wondering if they start September 15th, do we say, hey, you have to be done by December 15th or January 15th or something, instead of leaving it open-ended?
Yeah, we could. I think usually they don't get paid until they complete it, and they're pretty quick with the work from what we've seen.
Okay.
So we could certainly add something, but I'm not really concerned about that because they are driving as quick as they can.
I'm just going by other vendors that we've used.
Yeah, fair enough.
They're not pushed or in a rush, and then we don't get stuff done.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Okay, that's all I had.
Thank you. Further comments from table?
Mayor?
Councilmember King.
I'd like to thank Ms. Smith. I did send out an email with a couple questions, specifically on the controllers, and if you could still set programs. And you said yes. Can you also limit the thermostat so that somebody doesn't abuse it over, turn up to 80 degrees or something like that? And that you said that would be built into it. And then the last one, I think I asked if, say we're closed for the weekend, or right now I believe Saturday's hours is to 1 o'clock. Can we turn all the thermostats down to 60 from that point to Monday morning? And I think you answered yes. However, that would require additional wiring and programming.
Yeah, that
you
will
elaborate?
specifically refer to the fact that, and I can read that. So the equipment that's on the new network, that's a yes. But some of the equipment, like unit ventilators that are not on the new control, that were pre-existing, are capable of that central system, but we don't have that wired now. It doesn't mean that we can't set up set that up to do at a later time. We're still waiting on the investigation to show us exactly what room, we still don't know what rooms are on the old and the new and the pneumatic system, which is a very complicated system. So we're still learning as they go through this. We just have had questions and outcomes that we've identified that we know what we want. So some of this is, that's why I had to ask them to get clarification, because not everything is going to be on this, because we have old things. Like, it's not a complete rehaul. There's many existing pieces or things that have been done in the last 2 years. So that's what that is saying, is that it's not going to be completely like that, but it'll have capacity if we choose to. And to be honest, most of the staff, that's not our priority right now, because the centralized system has not worked, well for us. And even when we close at 1, remember, that's only part of the building. So there's other rooms ongoing, so there's no real easy program for everything. And I think that's where some of the operational protocols will come into play. Like, we're gonna know what rooms we wanna crank down when they're not in use. But Head Start we're gonna have different set points for their rooms. So I think we'll be able to do all of that, but there's a big range and technical capacity for some of these systems. So we're not like at the full end of it. But if that's something we want to do in the future, it will be ready for it, for those ones not connected.
Okay, yeah, just with the rising energy costs, I think it's something maybe worth looking into. And maybe it depends on how much is left in the grant and what the cost is. Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's it.
Thank you. Further comments from the table?
Mayor,
Councilmember Karafotis.
along those lines, we just said that some things aren't getting done. Is this grant for anything else? So if there's money left over, we have to spend on this, or we don't get to spend it?
No, the grant, once this project's done, this was the main priority, right, for that funding. There are a few other areas that were written into the agreement that was done just within the last year. So there's a lot of room for other projects. It all has to be at Radcliffe, and there's some parameters. It had to have been some part of the original application, but there's other things written in there that could be general. I mean, I think gymnasium, I know bathrooms were in there. We're probably not going to need it for that, but there is some other room for a kitchen.
Is there a date that we have to spend it all by?
Yes, the HUD grant is, I think it's 2030 or 2031. I'll confirm. We have
Lots of time.
the most amount of time on that one. Maybe
Okay.
2029. I'll make sure I.
Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Further comments from the public? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 7-0. Thank you. Okay, we have no other business. Item 13, public comment for non-agenda items only. Mr. Jones.
Yeah, two things. I'd like to reinforce the commitment to the pancake breakfast to preceding the chili cook-off, and urge everybody to attend. I went to the one in Plymouth this weekend. We're probably not going to be quite as big as what they were in our first year doing this. The second point I would like to do is for seniors, there's an end of summer lunch program. It's $10 a person. It's on my wife's birthday. It's this Friday, September 12th, from 12 to 2 on the Radcliffe Center patio. I was talking to one of the chief chefs for that, and it looks like it's going to be a really great menu, and it should be a good event, and we urge everybody to participate.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else for public comments? Nobody else? Okay. City Manager, your report.
Nothing tonight, Mayor. Thank you.
Wow. Mr. Miller, welcome back.
Thank you. I just wanted to do just a quick update for the council and the public about the sidewalk program. So we're moving along, moving forward, and we're about 110 houses that are completed. We're north of Marquette and west of Merriman at this point, heading towards Ford Road. So over 110 houses have new sidewalks there. We're working on intersection improvements throughout the project area, ditch work, all kinds of things that are kind of precipitating all of the work going on there. OCG is doing a good job, and we're continuing to work on communication with the residents. So I wanted to kind of hold up these for the council. One is, this is the yellow, this is the initial notice that people get. It's a door hanger. They also get a letter that says that your house was selected to be a part of the program. This is how you contact us if you have questions, if you have sprinklers, if you have any projections in the right-of-way you have questions about, you can do that. And then, of course, that's kind of notice that we're coming. And then we also did a post notice. So after the work is done, just what will happen, how to contact us if you have questions, the restoration efforts, how the grass seed is down. Also, we're asking that for the first year you don't salt the sidewalk also to help with its curing process. That's all listed here too. So we've got the pre and post. So we've got those door hangers. Kind of the yellow is notice, and green means go. I guess that's how we're looking at that. And then also we're still doing the sidewalk chalk program. So we do have chalk at City Hall. If you have any budding artists to come and get the chalk to draw out on the sidewalks and then post those. And we have been getting posts. And actually last month I was told that received the most notice on our website are the chalk drawings from our sidewalk program. So I was excited about that. And but OCG is doing a good job, and we're continuing to go forward. We also talked about moving into Quadrant 2, which is then going east of Merriman and heading towards Middle Belt. So thank you.
Great, thank you. Mayor Pro Tem Dole.
I have nothing tonight, thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Hughes.
Nothing for me tonight, thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Witt.
Nothing.
Thank you. Councilmember King.
Nothing tonight, Mayor.
Thank you. Councilmember Dole.
Ditto.
Thank you. Councilmember Karafotis.
You know I have something to say.
Almost.
Almost, yeah. A lot of residents have been asking about the fire station. So do we have a timeline on the progress? Like, people are worried about our firemen.
No, absolutely. We're diligently working. This is, it was quite a thing to untangle. We have, after our council's last approval of the architectural service, is now allowing us to set up documents that we can go to bid for the completion of the project. Some of it will be going back from what our construction manager is telling us, going back and redoing a lot of some stuff that's already been done. So because of that, I wanted to do it very diligently and make sure that we have dotted our I's and crossed our T's as we proceeded. It's gone longer than I like to, but it was a 1962 station. It's lasted this long. I want this fix to give us at least that kind of life out of it.
We're expecting to get done this year?
I anticipate so. At least the exterior portions, getting us into the winter, then they can finish the inside. That's the plan, is what you should see first. We're hoping by the October 6th meeting to have all of our necessary exterior bids awarded brought to council for approval. That was our meeting, the subject of our meeting last week with the construction managers, is that's their anticipated date. Just because our charter does require 10 days of sealed bid, allowing 10 days for people to bid on sealed bids. So looking like October 6th for the exterior projects for council to approve, moving on that quickly, and then followed up with, as soon as we can bid out the interior stuff to be finished. So fingers crossed, yes.
Okay.
But, it has been a daunting task.
The other thing, I had a lot of phone calls last week. Our police were very busy a couple days last week, and I know one thing residents were concerned about was not getting notified about the prisoner that escaped. And I also didn't appreciate the news that at first did not say it was Inkster Police that let the prisoner go. And I was like, no, that was not us. That was not us. So just making sure that in the future, I even had a couple calls today to say, please say something at the meeting, that we really want to know what's going on. If we can get that out there to all the people that have the app and everything.
No problem. I just did. I spoke with the police about that. It was a very, very chaotic day, and.
It was very chaotic.
Any information gets put up on those matters comes from the police department, has to, and it was just, I watched, it was an uncharacteristically busy day with that on top of it, with some other things going on. So we spoke about it and making sure they have the support necessary to get that information out when they let us know they need it.
That was my reply, that it's been taken care of and it's been addressed. And the other thing I wanted to say is about Radcliffe. I don't think that all our residents realize everything that's happening at Radcliffe. It's coming soon. We're going to have a reopening. We have a new gymnasium. We have a new teaching kitchen. There's a new teen game room. The thrift store from Maplewood is moving there. There's a lot going on at Radcliffe, and it's going to be more awesome than it was before. So keeping everybody posted that it's coming soon. And that's it.
That's it. Thank you. The only thing I have is, I believe this weekend is St. Raphael's Festival, St. Thomas.
Best of it.
For those of us that graduated out of there a long time ago, it'll always be St. Raphael's, but that's always a good time and a good reunion out there. So hopefully we'll see everybody out there also, along with all our other events going on. And that's all I have. With that, I will accept a motion to go into closed session.
Mayor,
Councilmember Witt.
I'd like to make a motion to move into closed session at 7:31 PM to consider material exempt from discussion or disclosure by state or federal statute pursuant to MCL 15.268H, to receive a written legal opinion regarding Jacqueline McMaster et al. v. Wayne County of et al.
Support from Councilmember Karafotis. Mr. Miller, if you'll take roll call.
Yes. Councilmember Witt.
Aye.
Councilmember Karafotis.
Aye.
Councilmember Dole.
Aye.
Councilmember King.
Aye.
Councilmember Hughes.
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Dole.
Aye.
Mayor Jacobs.
Aye. At this time, we're going to recess the meeting to go into closed session. Okay, at this time, I will take a motion to go back into open session.
Mayor?
Mayor Pro Tem Dole.
A motion to go back into open session?
Support.
Support from Councilmember King. Mr. Miller, if you take roll.
Yes, Mayor Pro Tem Dole.
Aye.
Councilmember King.
Aye.
Councilmember Karafotis.
Aye.
Councilmember Dole.
Aye.
Councilmember Witt.
Aye.
Councilmember Hughes.
Aye.
Mayor Jacobs.
Aye. Okay, we're back in session. I will take a motion for what we discussed.
Mayor,
Councilmember King.
I move that we follow the I move that we follow the attorney's recommendation.
Support.
Support from Councilmember Witt. Discussion from, well. Anyways, Mr. Miller, if you'd take roll call.
Yes. Councilmember King.
Aye.
Councilmember Witt.
Aye.
Councilmember Karafotis.
Aye.
Councilmember Dole.
Aye.
Councilmember Hughes.
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Dole.
Aye.
Mayor Jacobs.
Aye. Okay, at this time, with no further business, this meeting is adjourned.